And away we go. They all broken cleanly. Malexis, if any, out to the end. Sunny DeLuke broke away fast with Talal Al-Khaladia, who works forward much like last year. Mubid's going to join him for company, along with Jafar the inside. First Class and Tariq work up to enhance the speed as well. Najib El-Zaman in behind them from Mary Lila. Talal Al-Khaladia now back to the inside, about 6th or 7th, spotting the lead 2 or 3. 2 lengths to Sunny DeLuke from Malexis, who works through now with Vizier. Then came Unleashed, who's not in front today. He's 3rd to last and wide, but does have cover. It was 2.5 lengths to Vicar Green, who's 2nd to last, and out to the end of proceedings was Makam. So it's Jafar who works them off. Onto the back section of the course by 3 parts of a length. Tariq 2nd, 3 wide, and 3rd was First Class. Talal Al-Khaladia getting the run of the race in behind them in 4th. Box seats from next to him running Mubid. Half a length to Mary Lila and similar margin to Vizier. Then came Najib El-Zaman, who's been no better than 4 deep the trip. Next came Malexis from Sunny DeLupe and Canal de Fost. It was 3 lengths from Unleashed, who's going backwards now. Vicar Green's at the end with Makam, and they've got a lot to pick up. As they get to the 800-metre mark here and they start to swing off the back, it's Jafar back onto the dirt here this afternoon. Travels well in front. First Class 2nd. 3rd was Tariq. Talal Al-Khaladia now gets off and starts to make his run here wider out from Mubid. And they've dropped away now from Vizier. Then came Malexis, and Najib El-Zaman's being pursued out wider. Up into the 500-metre mark they travel. They are about to swing for home here in the Dubai Kahala Classic. And it is First Class who hits the lead from Talal Al-Khaladia out wider. Jafar's a beaten horse from Mubid. Then came Tariq. First Class looking to wind back the clock here, finding form here a couple of starts ago. Talal Al-Khaladia now up to the task. First Class is trying to stave him off. First Class still with a narrow advantage. Talal Al-Khaladia trying, getting there with every stride. First Class, Talal Al-Khaladia is not going to do enough. First Class in the Dubai Kahala Classic goes on to win it again. Racing. Away they go, and they got all a fair break here. Trafalgar Square heading back early. He's going to make his way over to the rail. Double Major using all of the course here. Coming up to the outside of Trawler Man, Term of Endearment 3rd and straight. Thor, Hammer Hansen looking to find the box seat here as they make their way down the straight here. Double Major still a little wide. Epic Poet midfield with Al Naya. It was a length and a half there to Passion and Glory. They're going at a saunter here early. A few of these racing a little keenly. Dubai Future, one of those. Continuous settles at the back of the field, along with Term of Endearment and also Trafalgar Square, who is last of all. 2,600 metres ahead of them as they make their way down past the Meydan crowd here. Give them a cheer in the Dubai Gold Cup. And it is Trawler Man who's going to go up to the lead here. Double Major eventually working over to sit outside of the leader. He'll get the 1-1 shortly for a Term of Endearment. Straight's going to box seat into 4th position from Al Naya, and Epic Poet was next. Then came Passion and Glory, followed there by Dubai Future, Continuous 2nd to last, and Trafalgar Square. Wanting to go a lot faster than Tygo O'Shea will allow him at the back of the field. He spots the lead 7 or 8 lengths. 2,000 metres left to go here in the Group 2, and Trawler Man leads them at very steady fractions. Makes his way down the side here, a length and a half clear of Double Major. Straight is 3rd, half a length back in 4th to Term of Endearment. It was a length to Al Naya, 3/4 of a length to Epic Poet, a length then to Passion and Glory, a length to Dubai Future, a length and a half to Continuous, and 2.5 lengths to Trafalgar Square. So out onto the back they travel. At the 1,600, they pass midway. And it is Trawler Man who leads them down the back of the course here, getting closer. Double Major, the margin now a half length. Straight was 3rd, Term of Endearment, cuddled up there on the outside in a nice position, travelling along well. Al Naya the same. Epic Poet, 3 back and 1 out from Passion and Glory, who is a little keen here in the run. Dubai Future tracking up out wider. 2.5 lengths to Continuous, and Trafalgar Square has seen them all the entire way. 1,200 metres and change left to go here in the Dubai Gold Cup, and they are not breaking any records here at all. Trawler Man getting it all to his own liking up in front. Half a length on Double Major, straight 3rd, 4th Term of Endearment, and 3 back the inside Al Naya. From Epic Poet, who now peels out 3 wide to begin to improve, from Passion and Glory, who pops off the fence. Dubai Future looking for a card up here shortly, something to go around or ahead to push him through the race. Then came Trafalgar Square and from Continuous is now last as they head down the side. 700 metres left to go. Trawler Man now dials it up. Then came the double major out wider. Epic Poet cruising into the race well. Straight looking for an out here on the inside from Term of Endearment, who's found it a little tough here in the final part. Then came Dubai Future, who's coasting up on the outside here for D'Souza. On the inside, Al Naif. Then came Passion and Glory from Continuous and Trafalgar Square. It's Double Major who hits the lead from Epic Poet. Dubai Future, the old boy, finding plenty the outside. Dubai Future taking over from Double Major and careering away. What a return. He's come back from nowhere and he's now 2 for 2. Dubai Future, classy in the Dubai Gold Cup. 2.5 lengths from Double Major. And racing. Steel Sunshine stood there and missed it. No Lunch the same. Kazu Petron drops back along with King Gold. Mufasa away fast with Raging Torrent. Peptide Nile. Karib tries to shoot through here as they come out of the chute and onto the course proper to find a spot in the box seat here. Mendelssohn Bay's got enough speed. Siddharthi wide. Then came Little Vic, followed by Oasis Boy, Fort Payne. Sword Point being outpaced here early on the new surface here for him. 5 lengths, No Lunch. Then came King Gold, Kazu Petron, and dropping away Steel Sunshine. He's got a mighty task from there as they make their way to the 1,000-metre mark here in the Group 2 Godolphin Mile. And it is Raging Torrent and Frankie Dettori who take over the lead, and he's seemed to have shut off well here. He's getting a bit of a breather, 3/4 of a length in front of Mufasa. Karib pushed along. Mendelssohn Bay feeling the pinch and deeper out Peptide Nile. 2.5 lengths to Siddharthi, 1/2 length Fort Payne, 2 lengths back to Oasis Boy. No Lunch getting going. Then came Kazu Petron, Little Vic going back through the field. King Gold being saved for one effort from Steel Sunshine, who's getting going, and Sword Point for Hong Kong is out to last. As they swing the bend, Raging Torrent, the one to chase here in the Godolphin Mile. 1/2 length on Mufasa, who gives a kick the outside and is presenting a nice challenge. Then came Karib from Fort Payne, Mendelssohn Bay, King Gold running on with Kazu Petron, but Raging Torrent finding more. Raging Torrent 3 lengths in advance of Mufasa. 150 metres left to go in the Group 2 Godolphin Mile. King Gold flying late, but Raging Torrent, Frankie Dettori's back in town. Takes the Godolphin Mile by 4 lengths. King Gold a brave run in second. Kazu Petron third over. Gets away now from Believing, who's finding again. Gets a second breath of wind with Regional. Win Carnelian for Japan though with 150 to go. Out clear by 2 lengths. Believing and Regional finding more in the late stages. Believing right over the top here. Believing goes on to win. Believing for William Buick. 1/2 length on the line. Set to run. Ready now. And away. Shin Forever a little slow out of the machine. Same can be said for Dragon. Away fast, Admire Daytona, Flood Zone. Rafid works forward. Galactic Star the deepest at the post. Don in the Mood is going to drop in behind them from Queen Azteca, Shin Forever, Heart of Honor midfield. And Dragon drops out to last and is slightly detached from the field. 1,500 and change left to go. In the UAE Derby, it's Admire Daytona who leads Rafid a narrow margin. Into third now, Galactic Star. He's able to opt in and get some cover now coming in as the field splits apart. It was 4 lengths to Flood Zone, the inside of Heart of Honor, who spots the lead 6 lengths. Shin Forever next from Don in the Mood. Then came Queen Azteca, and Dragon now trying to reattach himself here with 1,100 metres left to go. Admire Daytona the leader. He's coming clear by about a neck now to Rafid. Galactic Star gets closer. They certainly pack ranks here as they start to work off the back. Galactic Star gets closer. He's up on heels. Up into the 1-1 now, Heart of Honor. Safi Osborne's been able to improve into a nice position. Don in the Mood off around them from Dragon, who's now starting a mid-mace move also. The pace really starting to eject into the event. Then came Flood Zone from Shin Forever. And out to last now is the Norwegian in Queen Azteca. Pace on. Admire Daytona the leader. Heart of Honor in the middle of the sandwich. 3 deep and wide now was Don in the Mood, who's still trying to work into the lead here. A gap to Dragon. Then came Shin Forever, Galactic Star, Queen Azteca. Rafid drops away with Flood Zone. They come into the running and the UAE Derby, and it's Don in the Mood who takes a narrow lead from Heart of Honor, who's trying to respond here through the middle. Admire Daytona fighting back as well. Good go here. A furlong left to travel. Don in the Mood. Heart of Honor picking up the middle now. Heart of Honor working through with Admire Daytona. Admire Daytona stride for stride with Heart of Honor. Good go down to the line. Tight. Admire Daytona, maybe, not sure. Photo finish. That is awfully tight. Set racing. They've all broken cleanly. American Stage, the first to show. Tuz Silt forward with Drew's Gold. Deeper out, Dark Saffron. Working up along with Eastern World. Straight No Chase is going to be midfield here. Nakatomi around him from Colour Up, Kurajishi Joe Remake. And Super Chow's out to last. It's Dark Saffron who leads Tuz. The margin a length and 3/4. American Stage works up now to second. Then came Eastern World, half a length to Nakatomi, who's on the move now. Followed there by, on the inside, Drew's Gold. A few of these going backwards. Straight No Chaser is going back through the field here. Colour Up, Remake past him. Kurajishi Joe second last, a long way back to Super Chow. It's Dark Saffron, the 3-year-old, who's going to try and burn Tuz here with speed, and he's got the speed to burn as well. He's got American Stage by 2 lengths. Tuz trying to find more ground and more info and energy up on the rail. Nakatomi making ground the outside. It's Dark Saffron. Tuz looking for the gap up the inside if he's good enough. Nakatomi, American Stage. All the gaps dropped off for Tuz. He can't win here. It's Dark Saffron, Nakatomi. Nakatomi the outside. Dark Saffron. Look at Tuz diving again, but it's going to be all too late. Dark Saffron. Dark Saffron a half length. Nakatomi second over. Ready, racing. Romantic Warrior was best out, if any. The inside Goemon, Maisho Tabaru showing his usual speed with Ghost Rider, who's looking for a rail spot. Then came Soul Rush from Liberty Island, just better than midfield, inside of Holloway Boy. Nation's Pride's going to be buried away the fence from Maljoum, and Factor Cheval heads back to the end of proceedings in the Dubai turf. 1400 left to go. Maisho Tabaru is going to find the lead here from Ghost Rider. Romantic Warrior finds a beautiful spot in third. Bredaweg to the outside in fourth. From Nation's Pride, 3 back the inner. Then came Goemon. Soul Rush 3 wide with cover. And deeper out was Liberty Island doing it in a tough spot, providing Holloway Boy a little bit of cover. Up to second to last was Factor Cheval, and Maljoum is last of all. So off the back they travel, and they approach the 900-metre peg, where it is Maisho Tabaru leading the way by a length and a tail to Romantic Warrior, who's found himself up into second position. Then came Bredaweg. The inside in fourth, there was Ghost Rider from Soul Rush, and Liberty Island's now wide but with cover. Nation's Pride's going to need luck from that position. Then came Holloway Boy from Goemon, Factor Cheval, and Maljoum is last. Maisho Tabaru has rolled them along up in front, but they haven't gone lickety-split. 450 metres left to go. He leads the way, but Romantic Warrior now comes up and injects more tempo. Inside the 350, Soul Rush tries to attempt to run down the champ here from Ghost Rider, Bredaweg. Then came Liberty Island. It's Romantic Warrior having to work hard here. Very, very hard. A length on Soul Rush, who's going to challenge Romantic Warrior. Trying hard. Soul Rush dives tight. Maybe got there. Photo finish in the Dubai turf. Soul Rush and Romantic Warrior. And away we go. Shin Emperor was one of the first to exit the machines with Dureza, Rebels Romance, and Danon Decile is going to find himself in behind. Diramil is up there along with Savinia. Then came Kalandagan, who's back in traffic here, followed by Caliph, who's out to second to last, and the Hong Kong Vars winner in Giavolotto is last of all. Shin Emperor leads them out past the 2,000 metres, and he's got an advantage of a length and 3/4 on Dureza. It is the local in Rebels Romance who settles down third, 4 lengths off the leader. A length and 3/4 to Danon Decile. The inside of Savinia, the Japanese pair race in 2. Then it came to Dira Mile, followed by Kalandagan, who's back on the running rail. From Caliph, the Bahrain runner, in second last. Giavolotto is the last one. So they head to the mile marker. And it is up in front here, Rebels Romance, who's now going to inject some more tempo, and Yusei Sake is going to let him go. He sits second on Shin Emperor, followed there by Dureza, who's third. Tries to rein it back now on the leader, does Buick here, and bring the tempo once again out of the race. Savinia is fourth. Fifth is Danon Decile, and Dira Mile is sixth. Half a length, now a length back to Kalandagan, who's got 8 lengths to go on the defending champ, who's now leading up in front on a good clip, followed by Caliph, and out to the end, Giavolotto still last. Inside the 1,000 they go, and it's William Buick in the royal blue, looking to go back-to-back here with Rebels Romance. He's 2.5 lengths on Shin Emperor. Third was Dureza, fourth Savinia, and Danon Decile fifth the rail. Duramil was next from Kahala again, who's riding a very, very patient race, is Mikhail Barcelona. He sits third to last from Caliph, and Giavolotto is last. Rebels Romance off his win in Doha last start. He's fit as a fiddle. Inside the 550 he goes. He tries to make this a real staying test. He's got 2.5 to 3 lengths on Shin Emperor, who's now felt for. Dereza works up the inside to come off the heels of the leader. Then came DANON Decile from Savinia. Kahala again now out. Rebels Romance. He's hit top gear. Here's DANON Decile and pouncing the outside. DANON Decile. He goes up. Rebels Romance can't do any more. Here's Kahala again, trying with a late ask, but DANON Decile, the Japanese raid tonight, is on full force. Wins the Sheema Classic. Racing in the Dubai World Cup. Let's bring it on. Walk of Stars, the leader on the inside early. Going up Forever Young, Il Miracolo, Mixto deeper out. Then came Imperial Emperor looking for a forward position. Katona's caught wide as well. And the first 6 break away by 4 lengths on Wilson Tesoro, who sits much closer than last year. 2.5 lengths to Hit Show, 5 lengths Rattle and Roll. A further 2.5 lengths to Ramjet and 5 lengths back to Ushpa Tesoro, who's spotting the leaders 15 lengths here in the Swan Song race. Onto the back they travel in the Dubai World Cup, and it's Walker Stars from 1 who's going to lead them up by half a length. Mixto second, third and 3 wide Imperial Emperor. Then came Il Miracolo, followed by Forever Young, who's 5th in running in amongst traffic. He's outside Katona, he's inside his fellow Japanese compatriot in Wilson Tesoro. 2.5 lengths to Hit Show, followed there by Rattle and Roll. Then came Ramjet, and last of all Ushpa Tesoro in his usual rearward roll. 900 metres left to go. They're into the second half of the race, and it is Walk of Stars who leads them for Mikhail Barcelona. Mixto up into second position. Imperial Emperor, he's worked upon on the inside. Forever Young the same. On the inside, 3 back on the outer. Cluttered up is Il Miracolo. Bit messy here down the side. Katona next from Wilson Tesoro. Ramjet gets going from the back with Rattle and Roll. And Ushpa Tesoro from back in the field tries to make impressions as they swing in the Dubai World Cup. And it is Mixto who goes up to challenge Walk of Stars. Forever Young has a mighty task ahead of him. Wilson Tesoro goes with him in 3rd and 4th. Hit Show running on from the back, but it's Mixto who hits the lead here with 150 metres left to go. Mixto for Doug O'Neill and Frankie Dettori. Hit Show out when it's all too late. Look at Hit Show right over the top. Hit Show for Florent Giroux and Brad Cox in the Dubai World Cup.